Okay, so I just finished reading Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Myracle. So this is like three different stories combined all into one where they like interconnect in ways. I really wish I would have read this around Christmas time because like it's a Christmas themed book. So although this book is like supposed to be like a Christmas book, it has a lot of different themes that are not very Christmassy, if that makes sense. The themes of this book is all about love, family, traditions, but also like friendship, like a lot of aspects that I feel like tie into Christmas, if that makes sense. Christmas is also all about Jesus and love and friendship and family. Okay, so we have the Jubilee Express, which is the first story, which really I feel like has a lot of themes about giving yourself to someone that just does not appreciate you in the way that you deserve. And then finally, you're going through all these turmoils and all these hardships and all these things that you can't quite really identify because you're just like, it just fucking sucks, but like you can't really identify why you're going through this stuff. And then all of a sudden somebody appears in your life and they're just like, well, I appreciate you, I see you, I care about you, and you're deserving of all these good things and more. And I feel like that's like so rare to find in this world, is people that genuinely appreciate you for who you are and care about you just because you're you. Like, it's honestly like 1 in a million to find a person like that. The next one is called A Cheertastic Christmas Miracle. That's such a tongue twister. And that one is by John Green. In this one, you find a group of friends that are trapped outside during a snowstorm and they're kind of just trying to get to these cheerleaders. And kind of this is a story more so about like speaking the truth and saying the things you've always desired to say and like really just being authentic. Like, it's like when you've hidden your feelings for so long and then finally you like express all the feelings that you wanted and more, literally, and then you realize like, oh, that person felt the same the whole entire time. That's the kind of vibe that you get from this story. It's like friends to lovers. Very cute. Very cute. But that's really that's the gist of like the story that you get from that. At least it's like friends to lovers. You really much so see this person is pining after this other person, and then you're like, you're thinking the whole time, they don't really like me, they really don't care about me that much, it's just whatever, and then to find out they do. The last one is called The Patron Saint of Pigs, and this one was really good. It really is like a true testament of friendship. It's about this girl that's going through hardship and she's really just self-absorbed and kind of like wallowing in her pain, and she's like, oh, my life is so hard and da 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 da, just really feeling sorry for herself, like really feeling sorry for herself. The thing is, when it comes to pain and suffering, we play a part in our own suffering, regardless if we want to admit that or not, we do. And this girl is just so consumed in her own pain that she's not realizing that she's like negatively affecting everyone around her. Like, her friendships are suffering, her family life is suffering, her literal like relationships are suffering because she's just so consumed in her own pain and so consumed in her own hurt. Anyways, her friends end up being like, you're being kind of self-absorbed. You kind of are being an asshole in a way. And eventually, what kind of comes from this is that she has to like overcome and realize, like, there's a part in here that I underlined where I was like, damn, like that's really good. Let me find it. So I'm just going to read some parts that I underlined on this page. So it goes, I thought you'd be happy to have an angel looking out for you. You make things so much harder for yourself. It's not what the universe gives us that matters. It's what we give the universe. Because something shifted inside me, a big shift like an avalanche, I gave myself over to it and let it go. So marvelous that I couldn't understand why I'd resisted it at all. Because damn, it felt good, and damn, it felt pure. And maybe I could be full of light. So basically what this is in reference to is that, like, you gotta just kind of let go of, like, the negative feelings and emotions. And once you let go of those things, you kind of really just, like, let this light into yourself. There was another part in this book that was talking about how this character has, like, this light within herself, right? Like, she is so joyful. She's just like a light. And when she kind of shuts herself down and doesn't, go around other people, or doesn't, like, it's hard to explain, but, like, basically if she doesn't, like, give people that light, then it makes them feel very, like, unseen, unheard, unvalued. And while I was reading this book, I had a conversation with one of my friend's moms. And during this conversation with my friend's mom, she kind of was giving me a pep talk. And she said, like, you're a bombshell of a woman. And, you deserve the absolute best. Because, like, truly, undeniably, you have to... I realized this last year at some point, like in August of 2023. The light and love you see within others, it exists within you. And you are so, so deserving of every single good thing that you see within another person. And you also are capable of possessing those exact same things as well. I don't know. I just really thought that, like, while reading this book, it was going to be very different, but it had so many themes of, like, religion and love and hardship and friendship and family and just overcoming turmoil and hardships. And it's kind of funny because, like, yes, the holidays are always supposed to be this thing of cheer and happiness and love, but a lot of times holidays for people are actually really hard, and they come with a lot of emotions and feelings. And I don't know, I just, like, there was so much during this book that I was just like, wow, like, this is my brain just in paper form. Like, it was so weird to, like, have a book explain so many things that you feel and think within inside you. So that's all I have to really say about it for now. I will be posting a John Green book video very soon, so keep an eye out for that.